This is bad. How should we just go to the militia camp and... What should we do? I'll follow your decision.
You left Weeper behind at Simis Swamp and headed to Nivis Mountains. The best option you had was to believe in Kuruku and the Simises and pray for Weeper to get better. As you passed the cliff, you thought about what Pan said. The pagans spread the plague, and if Salvus was a pagan, there was no need for him to save the myrrh tree, which is used to treat the plague. You continued your journey and reached Nivis Mountains. The vast snowfield felt as if it had all sorts of hidden knowledge to share, but at the same time, the cold silence reminded you of the unforgiving environment.
Was this here before? I don't recall seeing this camp. I don't think the militia would make something like this.
Who are you?
Oh, you are the Ruin Hunter I met in Calicorda.
What brings you here? I didn't see your name on the list. You are looking for someone. And you don't seem to be willing. Well, that might be wise. It's better not to trust it. If you need a place to stay, you can use this place.
How can he order rune hunters to gather at Nivis Mountain? Is there something more important than Calicorda to the... I really don't know what's going on. Do you... I'm hoping I'm not the only one who's confused.
I didn't know our encounter from Calicorda would lead. We are waiting for directions, as per Captain Kristen's orders. Not all of the Ruin Hunters arrived, so we are actually... Can I ask you to go out and see if there are any Ruin Hunters? The terrain is really complex around here, so it's easy to get lost.
I haven't seen your face before. I'm working with her on the condition that she and... Anyway, since you're here, from the nearby trap, take out the...
I am free. I was told to come here. What? Oh, man. Thank you for...
I knew it. I'm certain if Lewin is here, that means...
I'm worried about... I'm certain, Rune Hunter. Can I ask...
Lewin is already at the top? Lewin was never good with directions. That means I shouldn't linger here any... By the way, there was a giant snow... If you're the type of rune hunter that enjoys adventure...
Help them! Annihilated. I'm not sure what's going on, but after learning how the militia killed the Simises, but even so, you'll probably go to...
Rune Hunter, I heard you are planning to go. Now, we're missing one more person. If you happen to find him, can you direct him to where we...
Damn it, who cares about... I lost all the things I had gathered. Originally, I was supposed to if that archaeologist had half a brain...
Rune Hunter. I've dedicated my whole life to studying. I tried my best to find some if I knew this would happen. These treasures are... Thank you, Rune Hunter. I cannot take one step on...
Haven't we met before? The other rune hut. I must have lost track of time. The war between the 12... The 12 beings, born from the void, shared their powers to create Tron and lived among their children. Everything was in harmony, and their children prospered under the blessing of the 12 gods. But there was a 13th being. The evil god serpents rose from the darkness of the light that came from the 12 gods. The 12 beings couldn't stand idle in the face of serpents, who shattered the balance and corrupted their children. The 12 beings tried to defeat the evil by sharing their powers contained within runes and essences, but they failed. In the end, the 12 beings decided to merge into one and return back to their beginning, their source, together with serpents. After a fierce battle, the soul of serpents was split into two and scattered into the world, and the 12 beings lost their bodies and names and fell into a deep slumber. Since serpents was born from the 12 gods, without the first beginning, serpents would not exist either. However, as time passed and as the children of Trom began to use the power of runes once again, they began to access the zodiacs, which in turn awakened the gods. But what they had not been aware of was that once divinity was restored, evil came along with it. Serpent's power brings back life. Ever since the life slaves began, as long as the power of... They seem to be trying to reach Trump. Or perhaps they have already...
That's enough child's play. Anything that loses its value should be thrown away. From now on, we shall only stride forward for the One's complete revival. Come and bleed for the One. That is your sole purpose for existing.
Is it my fault for coming to Bellatrix? Now I'm broke. And this rune hunter, if you can... I don't care if it comes back to life. You can take my...
I can't believe William was... Does that mean most of the militia was being manipulated? And what Callie said sounds... Don't blame yourself.
So you guys, are you saying that you have been working with the militia all along?
Kind of. Although I did sense something odd at Cineswamp.
If you've been with them since Calacorda, I can actually understand why Fred made such a scene out there.
Who is the leader of the militia?
It was Prince Favina. He had black hair and a strikingly pale face.
What?
Did I say something wrong?
Prince Favina? Are you sure about that?
What? What do you mean?
Despite being an adopted son, Prince Favina was famous for how much he looked like King Alden. There were even rumors saying Prince Favina was King Alden's illegitimate son. But King Alden had brown hair. Even though Prince Favina went missing, there are things that simply do not change. I understand what you're saying. You want to save the soldiers that might still be at... Let us join you. Captain Kristen has been preparing to... That is why we are gathered here.
It wasn't something that was widely known to me. I think the captain tried to sort out the... We were chosen and called. He said the militia camp is at...
This cold is beyond what I imagined. This is another level of cold. You said you've been here before, right? Let's move before our feet freeze.
I went the wrong way and ended up the crystals that make up... I tried stoking a fire. Isn't it amazing? Can you deliver the crystal sample?
Wow, this path is real. I'm glad I came with you guys. Then, I would be discovered. This cave...
Rune Hunter, there is a mo- Please be careful.
Well, this is interesting. I thought that if I put this, it will require more reason when I get back to
I see the end of the cave, passing through a glotch, but the sensation of leaving... This is something only...
I can't believe you embarked. I'm always getting help from you. My memory isn't back. I wanted to tell you.
Seeing how you engage in... I know it's because of the circumstance. Of course.
That militia captain, unless you are well informed, who do you think he acted?
So, the militia... I think it was relatively... This should be the last...
Salvis, are you all right?
I'm fine. But why are you here?
We obtained some information related to the Redonimo, so we were on our way to the militia camp.
Our compatriots have accompanied us this far as our guides. We weren't familiar with Nivis Mountains, so their help is greatly appreciated.
It is dangerous here. How about we return to camp and talk there? I'm quite sure we will have a lot of stories to share.
I didn't know you were looking for Salvis. Salvis and Captain Kristen are close friends. Go ahead and talk to Salvis.
I heard from the other rune hunters for a long time. On the other hand, you thought I came to Nivis Mountain. Their plan was to massacre. I sensed the strong...
It's... Rune Hunter. I trust...
It's been a while. I'm surprised that you are still alive. Eric's... Look, the rune hunter you were so worried about is here.
No. Run.
Come at me, you little brat.
So, the sacred arms of Vesper.
Yes, this contains the power of one of the 12 primal beings, the god of poison and plague, Vesper. Depending on how you use it, this sacred arms can kill or save lives.
Professor! Simus Cool is...
Something must have happened at Simisby Cool.
I'm glad. You're a promise.
สุดท้ายนี้ขอคนละ1 ไลค์เพื่อเป็นกำลังใจ แล้วกดติดตามเพื่อไม่พลาดชมคลิปต่อไปในเกม undecember สวัสดีครับ